Call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for Div Anarchy, and interface with a couch in space. Space couch time. Once again, very happy to be with you, and also very happy to showcase this week's advertisers. It's brand new this week, Liger Hawk Records. Check out this week's Tremendous 10.
Dirty, so dirty. I'm so horny from ass boys. It's a medical emergency. Color my thoughts in my.
Also sponsored this week by Super 7, the coolest action figures in all the land. They're doing a warehouse sale right now. Go check that out. And when you do, be sure to go to super7.com/spacecouchshow Vampire Mermaid.
Now for Vampire Mermaid. Vampire Mermaid.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, internet friends become space friends. I'm very excited about today's guest because he's in like 100 bands. So like I hope we might start like 1,000 bands by the time we're done here on Space Couch. But either way, this is gonna be great. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tox1c Watts. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you doing?
Spacious, cosmic out here.
Spacious. Nice, I dig it.
Yeah, well, I dig your shirt. Thank you very much for helping out on the Everybody Hates Me Kickstarter, available now from Liger Hawk Records. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. So let's begin with a segment we call Early Childhood Indicators of Gothic Sensibilities, or e-cigs, except we're not talking about vapes. So, like for me, I was like really into like Skeletor, and there's like, oh yeah, that kid's gonna be into like industrial music when he's older. Like, were there any early indicators of Gothic/industrial sensibility in your life?
I guess just thinking horror movies were cool as shit.
Yeah.
What is it? The Return of the Living Dead with the zombie in a can and all that sort of shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That, and
that's the first time the zombie in a can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Right? Oh no. Yeah, just that, and my mom raised me on Alice Cooper and shock rock. She got really into it.
Okay.
Like Rob Zombie before I did. She introduced me to it.
Oh, nice. Okay, very good. The not only has the zombie in a can somehow never come up in the 8,000 years Space Couch has been the Alice Cooper was a very, very pioneering man, and I'm a fan as well. So
yeah.
I was gonna cover Poison for a second, but I was like, there's way too much effort that would have to go into this. This is a really complicated track.
I can respect the dedication to laziness.
Yeah, because is there something punk rock I can cover? So awesome. It's interesting you can respect my dedication to laziness because you seem to exhibit the opposite. I'm
incredibly.
You can't fool me. Let's do a flyby of your projects. You just started doing synths in a band called Heart Mercury. That's accurate? Yeah.
That is accurate.
Okay, we'll cut
and
in
that
some
is
of that here.
Everything I know about me, changing the blink of an eye you see. Death can't change when I change pace. We should destroy and keep my pace. I have done all I can do.
That is a complete newbie experience also.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I've got maybe 6 months to a year of messing around with synthesizers.
Okay.
Over the past maybe 3 weeks, I've actually had to learn how to transpose what I know of guitar onto a keypad, and then translate that into writing music or parts I'm not used to doing. So it's very new.
Okay, very cool. Because I know you primarily as a guitarist from some of the projects we'll get into, but like, okay, so you're writing your music for Heart Mercury as well, vis-a-vis synthesizer.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Cool,
like I see how do they describe it? I'm their producer, and I also get with Bryce and Billy, and I help them sort of noodle out guitar parts that I then show their guitarist, Kate, who then puts her own little spin on it. And then I just kind of stand in the background and do synth stuff now to kind of add atmosphere and a little bit more depth.
How would you describe the sound of Heart Mercury?
They're wanting to go more industrial metal, but they're kind of new into learning what that means.
Right.
As far as it not being Nine Inch Nails and it not being Marilyn Manson, it's like, here's some Throbbing Gristle, or here's like some skinny, some 90s Ministry. So it's been really fun, like going down the road of stuff that got me into it with them again, and seeing their appreciation for it. So cool.
That's awesome. I love that.
But they're really wanting to do like traditional industrial.
Very cool. Okay, hell yeah.
With a very big horror aspect behind it.
Awesome, love it. That's great. I'm also curious as to like, I'm not quite sure how to phrase this, but like, what's the because if you're used to chugging on guitar live and just doing like meedly beedlies, what's it like to transition to the kind of stationary synth world live? Like, do you have the instinct to like try to pick it up and like bend the note or something like that? Oh no, we hit a vortex. Okay, yeah, we hit a space-time eddy out here. For no reason, I decided to do my show from space, so it causes a lot of problems beaming it all the way up here into the cosmos.
No.
So I had asked you about the vibe of live synth versus live guitar.
Yeah, so I turn into Ricky Bobby and have no idea what to do with my hands when I'm back there, like, and I'm not actively playing. It's just like, dude.
Love it. I love it. Any forthcoming gigs or releases or anything you'd want to plug for Heart Mercury, as long as we're talking about them?
The next gig they've got coming up, I believe, is not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. They're playing at, what is that place called? Squire. I don't know. They're playing a vampire ball. Squire After Dark on Vine Avenue.
You're in Louisiana, just for
so Shreveport.
Very cool. Well, awesome. Check out a vampire ball with Heart Mercury.
Yeah, the Shreveport Vampire Court's putting it on, so they're going to go in there and play a couple songs. Since I can't be there, they had to cut some songs out of their set just because they're synth-based. So
very cool.
I know they're going to go and do great.
Yeah, hell yeah. Check that out. I loved your contribution on that you did with label mate Meat Cramp, and you and I are sort of in a band together with NDTC. I was wondering, like, how it was to work with Meat Cramp. Was he looking for something specifically with your guest guitar, the track, or was it more of like a freestyle sort of thing? I'll start over here with yes, you did guest guitar on a track from my buddy Meat Cramp. I was wondering what that experience was like, and if it was just like a freestyle thing, or was he looking for something specific? Tell me about the detritus cameo.
So that was actually just a whim where I had a lot of that track packed away as
Oh, okay, cool.
a homework experiment for a guy that was kind of mentoring me on how to record and all this sort of stuff a couple years ago. Shout out to Thomas from Fleischkrieg. And I didn't know what to do with the thing, so I sent it to Meat Cramp. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna like add a couple layers on it and all that." So it just ended up on one of his albums on a whim.
Oh, okay, cool.
But we have plans to do some stuff in the future.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, like we're kind of actively working on a project when I have the time to send him tracks.
All
So
right.
we're gonna see how that kind of goes.
Okay, great.
So that's gonna be really fun.
Very excited for that. So check out our guest contribution on the Meat Cramp Detritus series, meatcramp.bandcamp.com, and whatever he's got coming up with label mate Meat Cramp, and then in Facebook stalking you, getting ready for this interview, I also saw you were working on something called Point of Chaos. Can you tell me about what this is? Looks like something you might be working on the ground level.
Well, that is a project that I had, oh God, back in 2010,
Oh,
2011.
okay.
And due to some pretty bad life choices at the time, I had to walk away from it
Okay.
and kind of walk away from music subsequently,
Yeah.
or at least that form of music. And it's just something I started kind of doing with my buddy Craig, who
Okay.
is pretty much a miniature Kevin Keys with
Oh,
how he
okay.
does his
Wow.
music. So him and I are kind of working on that, but Craig is also involved in a lot of other projects with me
Okay.
too. So
So that's coming
yeah,
back
we kind of
10 years ago.
yes,
10,
just
15
a
years ago.
lot more evolved into what
Okay.
I hoped it would have been originally.
Oh, very cool. Okay. That's pretty awesome, man. I love the stick to itiveness. And so I'm wondering, um, uh, what's the most Shreveport thing that could possibly happen, or that you could possibly do?
Yeah, to answer your question, fucking with crackheads is
Okay.
probably one of the most Shreveport things you can
Okay,
do.
okay, that's like the Olympic sport is the 10-yard crackhead fuck with. Okay, very cool.
Oh yeah, dude, these guys here.
Okay, I had no idea that Shreveport was home to next level crackheadery. Um, the all right. Well, speaking of next level, we are now going to advance into the next level of challenge for everybody's favorite feature, radiation round. Even though there's no wrong answers, like you literally
Nice.
can't screw it up. The question one: light, medium, or dark roast coffee?
Dark roast.
Dark roast. Okay, and I don't know anything about guitar strings, so I had to Google this. Ernie Ball, Diodaro, or Elixir guitar strings?
Oh, Diodario all day long.
Okay, Diodaro all day long. And for our industrial rocker, I went with, because I also saw you speak German, so I went with nominally German.
A little bit.
Ein
A little
bisschen
bit of
Deutsch.
German. I may have been very, very wasted when I put that on whatever social media.
Alles klar. Well, either way, we'll go with the seminal German industrial rockers, or at least three of them. KMFDM, Einzelstände Neubauten, or Die Krups.
Oh, the middle band that I can't pronounce properly.
Einzelstände Neubauten. Very cool. Yeah, we'll collapsing new buildings. We will drop garbage down staircases and everything. Yes, very, very cool. All right, so from the top, Dark Roast, Diodario, and Einzelstände. Okay, so speaking of music, oh wait, I screwed it up. Before we do that, we have to introduce the title, which is Hypothetical Spectacle, where we sort of imagine a hypothetical scenario. I wanted to do It's one we've done a million times here in Space Couch. It's kind of the classic hypothetical spectacle. But I'm very curious about how you might answer this. So, four of your musical influences have decided to rob a bank. I need to know who the getaway car driver is. The smooth operator face man guy who like talks to the teller. The high tech hacker guy like in the van with all the computers, and the low tech safe cracker guy with the stethoscope and the spirit mask and the stripy shirt cracking the safe. So getaway car driver, face man, high tech, low tech.
Ooh, getaway car driver, probably Al Jorgensen.
Al Jorgensen.
Because, he's built this hot rod.
Yes! Very well done. Okay.
Oh, the smooth operator. Eric Godsman, because that dude seems charismatic as hell. What was the other one? Your safe cracker?
Like Eric, I'm just like I'm gonna live in the moment of Gottesman robbing a bank. Listen, I don't. He's just like in that voice, like he talks too fast. Like he. Yeah,
I've heard.
I'm gonna grind all these bands. Then So, high tech guy and low tech guy.
Oh, that would be So your high tech guy would have to be Edwin Somnambulist.
Oh. Wow, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Dropping that name for you.
Oh, I haven't talked to him in a minute. All right.
Oh God, I miss his show. But in your low tech guy with the mask, Compressor.
Yes,
just
a Compressor. Oh man, walking through my personal industrial history over here. Very cool. That's a heck of a bank robbery. So we have. From the top, in a divinely built hot rod, Al Jorgensen. That the cops don't stand a chance of catching up. We have we have Eric Gottesman, the smooth operator, pineapple hair and all, high tech. The first guy I ever knew of synth wave from, like way into it before it was cool. Edwin Somnambulist, and and of course cracking the safe. By which I mean cracking it in half by just punching it and going compressor. Is Compressor. You
gotta love a guy who sings about vitamins and brushing your teeth.
If you are of a certain age out there on Earth, you will know of the how do you describe the Compressor era? It was such a
oh God! It was a jewel time for industrial,
right? Because it was like. Everything about industrial was so perfectly but lovingly parodied in Compressor.
So not just him, but like also when you were doing the gospel,
right,
and everything goes cold in Babyland and fucking all that West Coast craziness was going on. Industrial was fun.
Yeah,
nobody seems to remember that. Now it's all you can't make fun of yourself. You can't be like. Self-deprecating and industrial is serious business or some shit. And it's not fun anymore.
No, it's, I'll try not to get up on my space soapbox, but,
you absolutely can, because there's plenty that I can rant and rave about how rivet heads lost their balls.
Rivet heads lost their balls. In some cases, literally. And, and that's why I live in Tennessee now. They turned into a mob. But yeah, there was a great little moment there where you could just be bonkers. And for as I'm sorry, I'm just going deep on Compressor here, but for as much of like a Gerspit industrial parody as it was, the tracks kicked ass too. They legitimately dope songs.
Yeah, there is not. I mean, the track you have to synthesize, that is still one of the most amazingly dirty sounding tracks ever written.
Oh yeah, right. And something like. 120 miles per hour. Like it's just so like
yes,
silly.
yes,
but
in
like,
the
this kicks ass at the same
the
time.
Rapper's Crush, where he actually had a rapper on there, like hyping
Rappers
up
We
him
Crush.
as an industrial.
Oh wow, I haven't
Yes.
thought about that in a minute. Oh, very okay. So, like, yeah, almost. I don't want to say it because I like those bands and podcasts and guys, but you could probably just rob a bank with compressor, just punching like a hole through the drywall on the side of the bank.
Absolutely, and then just like his mask on and then dancing inside of a trash bag, and the whole bank just like falls apart.
Well, what kind of industrial dork goes that stage with a mask on? You have to be a jerk to do that.
Oh God, a tailless hack even.
such a bunny-eared mango hack.
I know with them bitchin' abs though.
With those, just want to do my laundry on them. So what is next for the mighty Toxic Watts? You've got a ton of projects in the works.
Well, it's more of a lot of ideas that have kind of started to come to fruition around the exact same time.
Oh, very cool.
So there's a couple of guys here that are in one of the metal bands whose name always eludes me, but it's a couple of twins who want to do like a mix of goth, industrial, and shoegaze under the moniker Echo Burn. Cool. So we're kind of starting to play around with that, and then Craig and I are doing some stuff under the name Point of Chaos, which may or may not happen because I'm bringing him into a project that I just learned about today called Vampire Velo, which is going to have a lot of the spirit of Compressor and people kind of making fun of themselves who take themselves too seriously. And then I'm working with Meat Cramp and my friend in Vegas, Richard, who does Fleischkrieg. We have been talking for years about doing stuff together. Oh, wow. So there might be like one or two tracks where I give him guitar stuff and he kind of just does his really awesome shit to it. So just kind of if anybody needs random guitar stuff,
I love that you're working with Meat Cramp and Fleischkrieg, which is Meat War or Flesh War.
Right.
So,
yes. Yeah.
Lots of salami and ham destroying each other.
Yeah, and hey, just throw my stuff out there. You ever need random guitar shit, hit me up. I don't mind.
Heck yes, this guy is just a beast. Master of synthesizer and guitar.
No. Noob jackass on synthesizer. Like,
master, absolute Gary Newman, Jean-Michel Jarre level.
No, one of these days, if I ever get to like Z-Mar level, I will feel like I've mastered.
Good reference. All right, so now we have. Let's see if I can remember the shortcut for this last picture. I did. Okay, what did we learn today? We had our guest today comes down this dark and industrial path from Zombie in a Can and Alice Cooper, which is awesome. We will check him out in Heart Mercury, Shreveport's own, but not at this Vampires Ball, but generally. He's working on some of the guitar. Going a little bit more industrial with their sound. Very, very excited to see that. We've got, of course, check out his work in NDTC, which is sort of like Meat Cramp's pig face, effectively. And
that is actually extremely. I know that we were having space connection problems when you asked me about that. But he pretty much just lets me do whatever.
Okay.
I just send him 13 to 14-minute segments of me noodling around on guitar, and I let him do his magic, and he takes what he wants to and chops it up.
Oh yeah, he did.
And that's, I know. Yeah. The first album was a blast just to be part of. So I'm really looking forward to the second album that he's going to start working on soon.
Yeah, check that out at home, everybody. NDTC on Lagerhawk. Yeah, I just sent him like Merzbow-esque walls of noise, kind of like, have fun with this, buddy. And then he turned it into like something awesome, and I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, that's pretty much what I did. I'm like, here's a whole bunch of wanking around for like 20 minutes. Here you go.
Yeah. So shout out to Tennessee's own
Meat Man, yes.
Meat Cramp. Point of Chaos, long lost, maybe coming back. Well, is coming back in some form. Maybe not under that name, but the vibe is reignited. Excuse me. The Shreveport leads the nation in colorful crackheads.
But also fun fact: the joke of Shreveport in a couple of circles it used to go by Ratchet City because hood Karens are such a wonderful thing to aspire to fucking be, right? Okay. But now that 50 Cent owns, 1/3 or more of downtown Shreveport.
Really? Okay.
Everybody jokingly calls it 50 Land, which I'm all for.
Okay.
So while
you're fucking with crackheads, you put on some 50 Cent. Like, that's the most Shreveport thing you could, like, do.
Yeah, if you go through downtown, there are I fucking froze again.
Oh.
There's banners of 50 Cent and his record label all through downtown Shreveport right now. Okay.
Interesting. All right, not.
Yeah. So like, if you go down, there's just G Unit shit everywhere. It's great.
I love it. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, I remixed that Montreal metal band Project F and called it the G Unit remix once. But that's funny.
That is wonderful.
Right. Dark Roast Coffee, Diodario Strings, I'm interested to know about, and one of the sickest bank robberies in a minute with Al Jorgensen driving the car. God has been talking to the teller. Edwin Somnambulist on in the van with all the monitors doing the tickety-tackety, and Compressa just pounding the safe in half and not dancing. And check out Vampire Velo. Sounds like amazing. And you keep an ear to the ground for Shreveport for something else coming up we may or may not be working on. We'll see.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so I think we nailed it, man. I'll see if I can't work around the time eddies and black holes, and because you always run into like asteroid distortion. What's that?
Oh, that and service from Louisiana. We still are Dixie Cups down here. So.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like I'm south of the Mason-Dixon line because I'm in Knoxville / Tennessee / space, but I think like we bend it around like the moon. So it's
yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. So this is unless you have any Jerry Springer style final thoughts. This is Brian for Space Couch for Tyler for Toxic Watts. Saying, call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for Divanarchy, interface with the couch in space. Thanks for that t-shirt, Space Couch. And then I just cut to